So we've just given the old XF a nice spray job. I've painted it up. We've also sprayed on these second and third race stripes, the red and the yellow. We put the nice decals on. There's a couple still to go on here and there, but I'm at the point after we've put it back together, I want to give it a nice wash up. We've when we were putting the decals on, we've ended up with just a few slight fingerprints and hand marks. Also putting the rear windscreen and the seats and that stuff back in, we've got a few little marks here and there on the car and the trims and that. That's just by a few dirty hands. It's common, it always happens. We've also got some dirty windscreens, so I'll run through how we're going to clean this car up. So start off, we've got the just the wash and wax. I decided to buy the Meguiars one. It's a good quality one. It cost me about $25 from Super Cheap Auto here in Australia. You can buy them from many different places all over the world, different brands, and basically it's like anything in this world. You get what you paid for. If you want to pay $2 for some cheap wash, well then you're going to get $2 worth. So you spend a couple more bucks, you're going to get better quality. So also had a wash bucket. My paint rep was good enough to lend me that. Also got a bit of tape here, which we can then, once we decide to wax it, we can tape up these black rubbers so we don't end up with polish all over them. Also got some window cleaner, so that's just the glass cleaner there. And for cleaning windows, just a normal old newspaper is actually great to clean windows up. It stops from streaking marks and stuff like that. And we've also got some upholstery and carpet cleaner for those marks I showed you on the inside. We've got some tire care, so easy. Yet again, there's so many different brands. You can buy whatever you like, really. But as I say, the more you pay, generally you're going to get better quality products. So I've decided to use Meguiars again, which is the Carnuba Wax, to remove any fingerprints and just give it a nice waxy finish over the top of the paintwork. Also got our Microfibre wash pad. I prefer these to the normal foam ones. Also got the chamois, which is a microfiber one again, so that dries off and it'll also take that polish off nicely. And next up we've got the microfiber towels. I just bought the 12 pack, that was about $20, so that should last for a nice and long. And these are actually just the applicators for the Meguiars wet look or for the wax. So yeah, you could replace that just by a nice soft cloth, if you like, with just dampened up with a little bit of water. So here we go, we start getting into giving it a bit of a wash. So we don't need too much of this this car wash. I'll just show you. That's plenty, that's all we're really gonna need. Then come over, fill it up under the top. Suds it up all night. It's also important when you're washing your car, you hose it down first as to hose off any little dust particles that may be sitting on top of the paintwork, because if you don't, well then that dust can end up actually getting in between the wash pad that you're using, the sponge that you're using, and the paintwork. It can actually create scratches. So always hose the car down first, and always make sure you don't do it in the direct sunlight, because it can also end up getting scratches. So I'll just put you on the tripod for now. and grab our sponge. We just start off at the roof. I usually like to start off on the roof panel. If it's really hot, you can do a few panels and then you can hose it off, because you really don't want that car wash to actually dry on the panel. It can start leaving streaky marks, but it's winter at the moment over here, so it's not very hot. It's not drying up. I think I'll be able to go around the whole car, get it all washed, and then hose it off at once. So. Size. Don't want to push too much pressure. Let the soap do the work and let the sponge do the work. Just a quick once over. If it doesn't come off after the once over, we can then grab some of that Meguiars wet look and go over it, stuff like that. If it doesn't want to come off, just leave it. It'll come off later on. Off the gun finish I managed to get. I haven't done any denibbing or polishing. I just decided to give it a hand polish. Gives it a nice waxy finish where the water will bead off quite nicely. I decided I'm not going to wash the wheels, they're clean, same thing, I've only just painted them. When we hose it off, we just let it go like this. You don't want to do this because it makes all that soap suds up. It makes the soap harder to get off. So you can see already, it's giving it a nice beading finish over the paintwork. Next up, we'll take our chamois out of its packaging. We'll apply a little bit of water to it. You just want to use it quite open. That way it's going to pick up more of the water and you're not going over the paintwork too many times and scratching it.